It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC West rivals. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback.
And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Oh, man, what a start to this one, Greg. Right out of the gate, first play of the game, a big ball downfield for the touchdown.
I don't even think the fans have settled into their seats, Mike. I mean, you talk about a fast start. There was no settling into this back early, and boy, did he ever.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Seahawks offense ready to see the football for the second time. They had the stunner to open this game. One play to the house. What will they do on this drive? It's first and 10. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Rams offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down.
40 got.
The NFL's 3rd leading rusher a season ago, it's Kyron Williams. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford. It's caught. It's the tight end Higbee. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On the give, it's Williams. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Stop is made by Jaron Reed. 2nd down and 8. Here's Stafford. He'll find his tight end. That's Higbee. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
He'll work forward only to about the 18. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Williams. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
That's the gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Stafford now. He gets this to the veteran tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. That's taken in. And he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw is Stafford. And he's in. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown Rams.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Jalen Darden now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lockett headed in motion. 2nd down. Smith. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Gino. And that is incomplete.
Find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. The veteran big Jonathan Hankins in there to end it. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it's Stafford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing, Stafford. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Darden. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Smith. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. That's the rookie, Jared Verse, fighting his way into report the sack. 3rd and long. Here's Gino. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Carty now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will take a 21-7 lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Darden. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That stop made by Byron Young. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Smith. Got a man. It's Lockett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the first quarter, Are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the second?
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Sending it downfield for Fant. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now, as he is on to kick it for Seattle. No return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense headed back to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield looking for Cup. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short. 3rd and a yard. Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. On the carry, it's Williams. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. Two 1st downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points, give the ball back to your offense, and see if they can start chipping away. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw. Stafford. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. To the air again. Stafford. That is caught by the tight end. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown, L.A. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Darden. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Drop play, and here comes Charbonnet. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
On first down, here's Gino to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. They put the tight end Brown in motion. Smith will give it to Charbonnet. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. Third and long. To throw is Smith. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here comes Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Stafford now to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. What can they do here on third down and 7? To throw is Stafford. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Seahawks scoop it up.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. And not much doing there. They made the visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has, this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Gino to throw. This one complete to his tight end Fant.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Here's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down. Throwing again is Stafford. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. They run over center with Williams.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
They'll take a shot downfield looking for Kupp. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion over Metcalf. A 2nd down throw for Smith. And they'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the 1st.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Rams offense about ready to take over once more. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw is Stafford. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Byron Murphy, the rookie, there on the tackle. 3rd and 6. Stafford now. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. He has really thrown the ball well here in this 1st half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game. Here's a handoff to Williams. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. A ball deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Throwing Stafford. He gets this to the veteran tight end, Higbee.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
Here's Ethan Evans now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Smith. Smith in Jigba there for the catch. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Here's the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense... Rams offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll take a shot downfield looking for Kupp. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Stafford. It's caught. It's the tight end Higbee. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Rams.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Rams are going to extend their lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return is Darden. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over just before the half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Will he try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
They'll run it with Williams. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. The Rams got a nice throwback performance from their veteran quarterback, Matthew Stafford. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Williams. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So you can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. On 2nd down, Smith. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6. So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go with Williams. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Stop is made by Jaron Reed. 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll take a shot. Downfield looking for Cup. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, It took exactly one play to get our answer.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now a second down throw for Stafford. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense, and it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
Smith from the gun on third down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. As he'll take this a yard or 2. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. Here comes Cooper Kupp and the rest of the LA offense set for this next Rams possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Stafford now on second down. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down, it's Stafford. That's to Higbee, the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they move the chains on third down. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's Stafford. He'll find his tight end. That's Higley. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. Handoff here, up the middle. Good blocking, and he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams stretch things out even further. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Darden. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a run with Charbonnet. He'll push forward for about a yard. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's Smith. He gets that to his big target, Fant. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Got it with Smith in Jigba. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Seattle. From the gun, it's Gino. The throw on the run is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. Here's Gino. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Charbonnet going to try to pull his way in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seahawks. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
Makes the score Rams 42.
Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats. Makes mom and dad happy. But, Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Rams offense and Cooper Kupp heading back onto the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. The drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Stafford now. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
To throw is Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. And despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass them, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
They run over center with Williams. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing, Stafford. It's caught. It's the tight end, Higbee. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He gets this to the veteran tight end, Higbee. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run. It's Williams. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. One more time for Williams. And he will score again. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Looking good. But see if you can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the shotgun, Smith. He finds Metcalf on the slant. Now inside the 25. And he will go all the way. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will get just a bit closer. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Hovering very strong defensively. It's second down. Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Stafford now on third down. That's taken in by Higbee. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To the air again. Stafford. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. A give, and here comes Williams. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
Back to throw is Stafford. He'll take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. Yeah. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Smith. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's Smith. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Williams.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll dodge one would-be tackle and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. The numbers there tell the story of that last completion. Moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. A 1st down throw for Stafford. He'll find his tight end. That's Higbee. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing 3rd down at the moment. Here's Stafford. And he's into the end zone yet again. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown Rams. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Darden. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Gino now on 1st and 10. On 2nd down, Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Gino. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st down, Seahawks.
Gino to throw. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. Gain of 16 for the man who wears 16. And a first down. Here's Gino. A throw on the run is complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. Smith from the gun on 3rd down. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Noah Fant. Touchdown Seahawks. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks cut into the lead a little bit. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out. First down and 10. Stafford. No chance at all. He'll go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 21-yard.
Throwing Stafford. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Stafford now. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now, Gino. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. A 2nd down throw for Smith. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Smith now. He gets that to his big target, Fant. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Smith. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. We're stopped anyway as we hit the 2-minute warning. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning
that one, take it in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are able to edge a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Now a first down throw for Stafford. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Stafford. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third. To throw is Stafford. He's going to look downfield once again. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield that's why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Stafford. He'll take a shot. Downfield looking for Kupp. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Here's Stafford. Again, working deep downfield. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. To throw is Stafford. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete. But it looked like early contact. Let's check the call.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Rams. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.